All right, we'll be moving on from that story to Zimbabwe.
Yes, the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission, ZAAC, has been accused of a game of catch and release when it comes to corrupt politicians' arrest. In the past week, the commission effected the arrest of controversial ZANU-PF parliamentarian Justice Mayor Wadyajena and ordered the seizure of his luxury cars and several haulage trucks believed to have been bought using the proceeds of crime.
Wadyajena and 4 officials of Cotton Company of Zimbabwe, currently on $100,000 bail each, were dragged before the courts to answer to charges of fraud and money laundering involving over $5 million US. Allegations are that sometime in 2019, the 4 hatched a plan to defraud court code through fictitious purchases of goods purportedly for use by the parastatal. Zimbabweans say that they have lost trust in the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission. Now we are joined from Harare to speak on a conversation. ZAAC in Zimbabwe has in some way caused the citizens to lose trust in them, as the citizens have accused them of catching and releasing. Good morning, Sydicks. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me this morning.
All right, let's talk about why the public has lost trust in ZAAC.
Okay, first of all, I must say in Zimbabwe, the public has totally lost trust in the manner in which the Chapter 12 institutions, which include the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission, they have actually lost their trust in the manner in which these commission handle their business. They do catch and release, as you've just alluded to. The problem being the most corrupt people are those which are in government, so they are duty bound to protect them. The most corrupt people are the government itself, number one, the government officials, the ZANU-PF politicians, to be precise. So they are actually protecting one of their own. So it's actually a cancer which is actually itching in the flesh of the economy of this country. So the public does not trust the manner in which these Chapter 12 institutions are conducting themselves in terms of handling these issues of corruption.
Well, the accused lawyer calls this a political gimmick. Do you agree with that, or is there any sense in that?
Yes, I do agree. I do agree 100%. Why? Why am I saying so? If you take a closer look in which the new dispensation has been handling these issues of trying to fight corruption, they've been doing a catch and release. There is no one which has been arrested since the inception of its power. So this is actually a political gimmick to try to woodwink the masses so that they will not speak. But there is nothing which is happening in the high echelons of power which might make the public gain the much needed trust in these issues of corruption.
Sydicks, are you saying that Justice Mayor Wadyajena will have this case treated differently? Do you think that this will be influenced and that the case would also be treated differently from the others?
Not at all. Not at all. Already the case has been already treated just like the other cases before. Look, we have got so many politicians who have been arrested in Zimbabwe, number one, but they have not been released just for minor and minute charges. But if you take a closer look on the issue or the case of Justice Mayor Wadyajena, everyone in Zimbabwe knows that the politician, the guy is corrupt, just like the other economic saboteurs of these countries, in the likes of Tabirei, the fuel gurus. They have not been arrested or been probed by ZAAC. And this issue of Justice Mayor Wadyajena, you can actually you can actually see that the government has already protected him by giving him bail, a $1,000 bail on a silver players, which are being arrested. When they are arrested, they get bail so easily, and the system has already protected them. But when it comes to other opposition figures or the people who are not aligned to the ZANU-PF government, they anguish in agony, like the issues of Job Sikala and Godfrey. They have not been granted bail by the justice system. But if you look at the swiftness of the judicial or the legal system in Zimbabwe in terms of reacting to this issue of Wadyajena, you can actually see that these are a group of kleptomanias or kleptomanic system which is trying to protect their people and those who stand with the ZANU-PF regime.
Are you then saying that the judicial system is, equally corrupt, just like, the ZANU-PF, like you've mentioned? Sydicks, can you hear us?
Without doubt, it's actually that it actually affects beyond any reasonable doubt that the judicial system in Zimbabwe is captured like any other offices or any other government departments like the police, the military, and the judicial itself, and the ZAAC. These institutions, they are captured and they are controlled by the ZANU-PF. They are not independent. The independent arm of the government has long been, has since been forgotten. And actually, I can say it's categorically that the judicial system in Zimbabwe is captured. The manner in which it handles its cases, it is actually different when it comes to the members of the ruling party or those who are in government as compared to the manner in which they deal with cases which belongs to the opposition or those people who are not aligned to the government, who are called the threats to the government. So there is actually a partisan manner in which these issues are being handled by the judicial system in Zimbabwe. So like I have just alluded to before, clearly the judicial system in Zimbabwe, like any other government institutions or government arms, they actually captured.
All right, Sydicks, I want you to quickly respond to this. I'm not sure if you can, but I would like that you try. There's also people who feel like the, in quote, fake arrest of Wadyajena is to distract people from other bits of corruption that is, happening in Zimbabwe. There's something I'm seeing here about $10 billion the Ministry of Finance is failing to account for. Do you have any thoughts on this? Is there any confirmation on any of this?
Yes, you are actually right to say that. Actually, let me just put it in this way. The manner in which the political system in Zimbabwe is structured, it is structured in a way that when there are issues of high politics, they invoke some issues of low politics so that they would dissuade or shift focus on the masses or on the real issues which are affecting the public. So these issues of high politics, the government is trying to dissuade the public, to shift the attention of the public and to shift the attention of those who try by all means to hold the government accountable. So by trying to invoke this small issue of Wadyajena, in which they have already protected him, it's actually a clear indication that the government is trying to hoodwink the masses, to hoodwink those who are trying by all means to make this government accountable. So actually, I can say without doubt that the arrest of Wadyajena is actually a gimmick to hoodwink the masses and to dissuade the people of Zimbabwe so that they do not concentrate on the issues of high politics affecting this country. And you shall see that in terms of political prognosis and political and legal prognosis I'm making right now, you shall see that this issue of Wadyajena would be just go under the drain, and in the coming fortnight or a few weeks to come, it will not be mentioned, but the government would have saved its time in terms of addressing what the public is demanding, what the Minister of economic is failing. So actually, this is actually a political gimmick, but
absolutely.
Equally, I might say.
All right.
Equally, I might say. Yeah.
Okay. Sydicks, unfortunately, we've run out of time, but thank you very much for joining us this morning. We're following up with the updates in Zimbabwe.